Hiring for uncertainty ability can be a difficult task since you never know what situations could arise. Situations in the future that could arise may include innovation, new laws, stock plummeting, recalls on a product, new management, and many other scenarios. All the scenarios could have the possibility to arise, but is uncertain what could occur in the future. When you hire for a candidate, how do you make sure that they're able to deal with all these situations and arise strong with ideas and cooperation? When it comes down to it, I think that uncertainty ability comes down to different characteristics that people obtain, and all those characteristics together give them that uncertainty ability. Some abilities that the article mentioned were flexibility, ability to help people grow and solve problems, and that they're able to adapt and learn new things. I think that these are all important abilities to look at in a candidate, but I think that there are also more important items to look at as well. I believe it's important to look for someone who has confidence, can think outside of the box, practices open communication and listening, and is a team player. I think these important qualities all add into the uncertainty ability because they help a person listen to coworkers and allow them to implement new ideas or to come up with their own creative ideas as well. I like how the article stated strategy as creation is about creating, shaping, and defining new markets. I think that all those qualities above help to do that through looking at, a situation that arises that may be uncertain in the future, and they're able to then come up with a creative idea or something that's different because this is a new problem that has arose, so it doesn't have a solution yet. So you have to be able to think outside of the box and have good communication with your team to be able to look at that. And so I think that when interviewing for this, that one way to be able to look for this in a candidate is to provide them with different situations that deal with uncertain events and how to deal with them, how they implemented a new idea or a process, and other situations that they can reflect on. I think the reflection part is huge as well as what they did with it. That's why I think using parts of like the STAR method could be helpful if you add the reflection piece to it as well, because then they're able to explain the whole situation and how they dealt with the situation and what their task was in that, but they're also able to reflect on how they did that, and that's where you see the personality and their ideas as well. I think it's also important to ask other questions that deal with the company and as well as their personality, and just see how they deal with communication, confidence, and then also looking at different problems that they've dealt with in the past and how they've dealt with those that may have been uncertain, because you need to be able to see if that person's able to live up to tasks that may arise in the future.